25 years ago, I moved to Morecambe and set up More Music as a community music company. And then over the last 2 or 3 years, I've been thinking about it's time to move on. And in May, I left the organisation to start a new career as a trumpet player and freelance musician. I talked to various people about what would be the best way to leave an organisation. How does a founder leave something and leave it in such a way that it's going to flourish and move forward? And Matarasso was one of my good friends and colleagues who gave me some advice. Before this, I'd been in Barrow working for Welfare State International, where I kind of cut my teeth, both as a composer working in theatre, but also as a community musician, working in lots of different places. We were civic magicians, guardians of the unpredictable, pathological optimists. I loved that. And for 3 years, I ran a community music residency in Barrow-in-Furness, a town on the edge of the bay, just the other side of where I now live, where they build nuclear submarines and where there was a real sense of a set of issues and political issues that we could tackle through our community music project. I moved across the bay, and the first steps with More Music really were to get some local people interested. I went round, I did tours as a one-man band. I wrote a song for Morecambe, the Big Bay View, with Morecambe Tourism. We set up the carnival band Baybeat and started to really work in the West End of Morecambe. In 1996, it was fantastic. We got a great grant from the regeneration, the European Union regeneration budget. And this allowed Catherine MacDonald to come to start to work as the administrator. And the two of us have really led the company for over 20 years in a collective way. And we've led it with this critical kind of mission and vision at the centre of it, to build confidence and spirit in individuals and communities through creative art, particularly music. It's been absolutely there from the beginning, and it hasn't really changed. There came a point, however, when we'd been running for five years, I suppose, together, when we kind of went, what kind of organisation do we want to be? Do we want to be a collective? Do we want to be a cooperative? And we decided to become a charity and a company limited by guarantee, but a company that was run collectively. That was our passion. And we created a board of trustees. Steve Varden is our most recent chair. And these trustees have been our friends. Really, they've been friends, people that we've chosen to appoint to the board, who've helped us steer and have given us great advice and have helped us create this sense of collective leadership. These are some of the people who work for us. And this team grew through what they call the noughties. From 2001, we got another part of our building. We started growing the organisation. And a lot of these people started, by volunteering, and there's an amazing crew of musicians and administrators who created, this is just some of the projects. A few of the projects that we, somebody has an idea and we let them run with it. Somebody else has an idea and we let them run with it. But we meet regularly to talk and to plan and to think about how all of these fit within the vision and the mission of the organisation. Company meetings, look, there's the history of them. 15 years of company meetings, generally monthly on a Monday morning, when we sit and we talk. It's very much a family, and we look and we think about how can we work together. How does this project work? How are we going to deal with that safeguarding issue? And then on the other side, how are we going to plan the business? We've run 4 business plans now, each one of them created collectively through away days, through facilitated away days, sometimes from outsiders, sometimes running them ourselves. When we look at where we've been, we benchmark previous business plans and we look to the future. And my role in all of that really has been to conduct, not just the orchestras and the big projects, but also to kind of harness the energies of all of those people around the table, to harness those energies and to listen and see how, I just really like working collectively. It's been my passion and it's been my interest, and both the strategic work, the music compositions and everything. But then it really came for me about 18 months, 2 years ago, the time to leave. And we started planning this so that it would coincide with a change in the business plan. And it also came to a point where we were at the beginning of 4 years funding from both Youth Music and the Arts Council. And this basically put half the turnover in the bank for the next 4 years for the team, led by Catherine and a new artistic director, for that team to carry on developing and making things work. And so I then had 18 months to depart. And it was a great process. The conversations with people like Francois Matarazzo helped. But I revisited shows. I did the Street Symphony. I did Start Again. Some of the Morecambe Streets walking tours. Some of these shows that I loved, I was able to put on again. Archiving, took some coaching. I wrote some articles. And then I finished off with a set of 4 party nights. Yeah, 4 party nights when I brought up some of my favourite musicians to come and play, to work together, to collaborate and we had food at each one of them, and it was quite beautiful, and lots of friends. We sold out most of them, and then we were advertising, and the focus of that advert was: can you come and work collectively? Can you come and be part of a team? And can you come as an artistic director and lead, but listen and be somebody who wants to work collectively, who has a passion for collective working? And then I left. And this was the sort of at the end of, I think it was at maybe one of the parties. I can't remember exactly when it was. And we had a gathering. We had food, we had drinks. I was given a present, and I said goodbye. And I said, I hope I can stay part of the family.